Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of Mugs Up Monday. I am Carrie, and let me start by saying I have some kind of allergy thing going on. I will try to not sniffle and I will try to not clear my throat. So we're gonna just hang in there. Welcome back. This is where your Monday gets a powerful kickstart. We are working on motivation, we are working on manifestation, mindset. And so grab your favorite mug and let's dive in. And what I want to start with is by saying, yes, this is a motivational space. Yes, this is where good vibes come to you. But this is also an honest space. And right now, I had a ton of episode ideas that I wanted to share with you, but what we're going to focus on today is getting through the holidays when you're just not feeling it. And that is me right now. I am just not feeling it. I don't really want to decorate. I don't really want to kind of deal with it. And I think what's going on for me right now is mostly because we have two giant puppies. And these dogs, especially Tucker, like he will grab anything and he will just take it outside and he will tear it up. Anything that he can get his hands on and paws on. Anyway. And so that's been really hard for me to think about decorating. And then, so get this. So then my sweet husband was like, let's just decorate. Let's see if that helps get you into the holiday spirit. And guess what? Over half of our crap is broken. Like the wreath is broken and as in it's not lighting up. We put new lights on it, but like the wreath wasn't lighting up. And we have a bunch of inflatables and I think we're down to 2 inflatables. And so like, I'm just not feeling it. So we did like this little tiny Charlie Brown tree that sits on a table so that the dog can't eat it. Anyway, so I thought I can't be the only one that's just not in the holiday spirit. So let's slide into a cozy Monday. Hope you've got your mug ready, full of mine's coffee, hot cocoa, tea. Whatever, judgment-free zone. But we're gonna get real about the holidays. And so, December is the season of twinkling lights and holiday cheer. But again, not everyone feels it, and that's me right here, which is so weird because Christmas is my favorite time of year. Like I even did my nails trying to get in the mood. I got married on Christmas Eve. Like normally I am all about everything Christmas. You can sometimes the holidays, like just the last episode, sometimes the holidays brings undue stress or exhaustion or you just feel buried under all the things. And so we're just going to navigate that. And guess what? I didn't put you in the right spot. So moving right along. So also a lot of things that happens to people during the holiday season, like you put overwhelming expectations on yourself. Me too. Whether it's going above and beyond with gifting, and sometimes that's stretching yourself way too thin with gifting, and that's just not, obviously we're grown-ups, like we know that that's not the thing to do. But if like I'm a gift giver, I love to give gifts, and so that's a huge thing for me, is I just want to make sure that everyone has a gift, and that makes me feel super happy, and I love to just give. Decorating can be overwhelming. We just talked about that. Half of my crap doesn't work. And sometimes you can feel like you have to, a lot of times you feel like you have to, some of you may feel like you have to over decorate. Like your girlfriend has this amazing house decorated like freaking Martha Stewart, and maybe you've got some comparison going on, or social events that maybe you just don't want to go to. Maybe you're dealing with some grief. Maybe there's an empty seat at the table this year, and that's really hard to handle. or even as nostalgia for simpler times. It's all sorts of stuff: stress, burnout, financial worries. And if you are not feeling it this year, that is okay. We are human. Seasons of life change. And some how we show up for the holidays can change too, and that's all okay. Like, I don't want anyone to feel like less than because you're just not feeling the holidays. It's okay to scale back. Like, if you don't want to do all the decorations, I'm not going. I'll get new decorations next year, but so far I'm still not feeling it. Like, maybe I'll feel it and I'll just go buy a bunch of new stuff, but right now I'm just not feeling it. So our decor is scaled back because we have a puppy that wants to eat everything. Half of our crap is broken, and again, I'm just not feeling it. But all of that's okay. Like, I just did this little Charlie Brown tree that sits on a table, and it's actually really cute. So you can swap a big decor for small touches, like I said, a little Charlie Brown tree on a table, or a festive mug, or a candle, whatever just feels good. You can choose low effort traditions like watching holiday movies. Whatever just feels good. It's all about what feels good to you. And that's really what we're focusing on here. Make sure that you are setting good boundaries. We do talk boundaries a lot, and that's because boundaries are so important. So say no to events or commitments that drain you, and that's okay. It's all okay. And that's, I think, one of the biggest things that we have to work on, or at least me, and I know a lot of my friends have to work on, is it's okay to say no, and it's okay to put yourself first, and that's not a bad thing. And I know that it can be a super hard thing for women, especially because a lot of us feel like we just have to go and have to say yes to everything, and do all the things and be the super mom and the super wife and all of that. And that's a lot. That's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. So focusing on what feels meaningful and joyful is what we need to, those of us not feeling it this year, need to focus on. Play some holiday music in the background. I did start doing that like last week. I've got a Spotify playlist that I put together a couple years ago, and it's just a bunch of Christmas music. I did start playing that last week, I think. And, just trying to feel the spirit of the holiday. And finding what sparks joy for you. And that may not look like the normal holiday, and that's okay. You can, one of the things that will help, and I will look into, is volunteering. Like, where can we volunteer? One of the things that helps too is like volunteering at your church. I started serving at church, and that is a huge, like, that really made me feel super good. That was really wonderful. In making a gratitude list is super helpful as well. Giving back, donating to a cause. We have the angel tree at our church, and where you can adopt a family for Christmas. So it's all just about finding joy where you can and with what feels good. It doesn't have to be the traditional over-the-top Christmas. Whatever feels good to you and helps you get through and get by. Remember to be gentle with yourself. It's all okay. Whatever you're feeling and whatever you're going through is really okay. Holidays are not a one-size-fits-all experience. I know that I felt the pressure of that shortly after my grandma passed. Like, I thought I had to continue everything exactly as she did, and she always had these amazing, wonderful, lavish holidays, and her house was always decorated to the nines, and we had these huge feasts, and so I did for a very long time feel like I had to do that too. And you don't have to. But make sure that you take care of yourself. Make sure that you rest, you hydrate, you nourish yourself, journal it out, or talk to a bestie. Or counseling. That's okay. There is nothing wrong. If you have to talk to a counselor, That is a-okay. I know that there's, like, it's getting easier and more acceptable in our society, but some of you are my age and we're close, and it has had a stigma for a very long time. Counseling is okay. Totally. Please, if you need it, please reach out to someone. So just recapping, it's okay to not feel festive. Simplify is totally fine. Set boundaries. Focus on what brings you peace or joy, even in the smallest ways. I would love to hear how you're navigating this season. Share your thoughts with me. Facebook, Instagram, send me a message. Let's lift each other up. And whatever this season looks like for you, know that you're enough just as you are. Until next time, mugs up and keep shining. I love you. In your corner and always rooting for you. Your bestie.